Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vernica Delancey, and today I have with me Bishop Colin Delancey from the Bight. I'm going to ask him a few questions about the Bight area based on history. So please listen attentively. So, Bishop Delancey, if you take a look at a land register, you will see the section area, the Bight and Thomas Stops. Can you tell me who they are referring to on that register as Thomas Stops, and why was his name added to that section area?
Because Thomas Stops is my grandfather, and Thomas Stops used to work farm up in that area, and also he was the policeman for the Bight section. And that's the reason why they give that name after him, Thomas Stops, Bight.
Is this the same Thomas Stops that is also on the roundabout area, that the roundabout is named after?
No, that's a different Thomas Stops. That Thomas Stops is Lily Doe's father, Thomas Stops.
Okay, so there are two separate Thomas Stops.
Right, which is Alfred Stops' brother, Thomas Stops. Okay.
So I will also ask you, can you give me the name of some of the shoal area along the beach in the Bight, and tell me why they were named, why those shoals have that name?
Right. When you start from on the western side of Gensaward, there's a shoal there. It was called Cassandra Shoal, and that was named after Cassandra Delancey, which is and her husband was Thomas Delancey. So they named the shoal after her because the shoal was in the front of her landing.
Are there any other shoals along the Bight area?
Yes, and when you leave from there, they have another shoal if you can't see the shoal now, but it's buried up to sand, by West Bay Club, and that shoal was called Bill Penn Shoal. And because Bill Penn he was William Penn, and they called him Bill Penn, and that was in the front of his landing, and they called him Bill Penn Shoal. And when he go out fishing, that's where he anchored his boat right on the side of that shoal, where he catch other fishes when he come in and knock out his conch and different things like that. And then if you leave from there, up by the point where the other hotel is up there, which is called, the hotel name, the White House, but it's not the White House now. The name changed from the White House. There's a shoal in the front there. People still just go there, diving and stuff like that. So, and that shoal was there called Thomas Stops. One was Thomas Stops in the shoal.
Now, which Thomas Stops are you referring to here?
My grandfather again.
Okay, go ahead.
And then from there.
Sorry, why was it called Thomas Stops Shoal?
Because Thomas Stops used to live right in the front of it, up on the hill. And that's the reason why they call that Thomas Stops Shoal. And then you go up further, you'll find Old Free Shoal. There's another point when you come around that point, called Old Free Shoal, and off in the area of Butterfield, Delvin home was, but he sold that house now to somebody else.
Treasure Beach?
Treasure Beach. And Old Free, they named that after him. That's why the show is named after him. And Old Free was by Gardner's grandfather, by his mother's side. And then when you leave from there, then you go up further when you get Leeward going through. And when you go up and Leeward going through, you'll find a place they call Chris Rock. And that's where old Chris used to live. His name was Chris Liburn, and they call him Old Chris. And for that the reason why they call that Chris Rock. That used to call Chris Rock, but they changed it from Chris Rock to Bird Rock. And then you come around, then you'll find Long Bay. Long Bay is a beach just like on the other side, on the north side, you got Grace Bay Beach, and you got Long Bay Beach. And Long Bay was called Long Bay because that's where all the drift used to come in. And people go out there look for conch. The water was shallow, and they go there to conking and stuff like that. So like the ladies who can't go on the boat, they used to go Long Bay to catch their conch, and a lot of conch used to be in Long Bay, and anything that drift from different places coming to Long Bay, and that's the reason why they call that area Long Bay. There's a shoal called Vineyard Shoal, and that's the shoal when she was fishing in with her line hits around, and she is fishing for a shark, and she's the one a big shark on, and the shark did pick it up, and she had the line tied on her base, and when the shark pick it up, the shark take off, and all she is saying, "Cut me, take me loose, cut me." And the lucky thing, when the shark turned back, it rocked on the shoal. The what caused her didn't get drowned, and they could go there and save her. And a man called Uncle Boy, he was on the beach, and all he was doing laughing at her. See out in the water. He couldn't get her, or he only could laugh at her while he's outside the water. And I forgot Grace Bay Beach. The reason why that's called Grace Bay Beach, it's a lady by the name of Grace. She used to live out there where Point Grace Hotel is, and that's the reason why they call that place Point Grace. It's because she used to live out there and make like a point, and only her one used to live out there, and her name was Grace. So they call that whole beach there Grace Bay Beach. And I think that's what you want to know.
Thank you so much for your information.
You're welcome.